Hey guys, welcome back to another Road to Master video, another spectate one because I'm kind of spamming games a little bit since ranked ends in like a month or something like that. So I really want to use my time properly to play games, and that involves me tryharding a lot more. So you're seeing a few more spectates. I hope that's okay. So today I want to show you something strange, a little bit different. I got absolutely destroyed by this fellow over here, Space Killer 28, the man, the myth, the legend. He played Heimerdinger jungle against me. And absolutely tore me a new one. Here I am, and here he is. Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops, there he is. So I missed this, by the way. Whoops, let me quickly rewind this one. And yeah, this guy just honestly, I just wanted to show you this because this is the first time I've played versus a Heimerdinger jungle, I think, all season. And not only that, but he just absolutely wrecked me. Just, I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to watch him and see how he did it. So, first things first was this level 1 start. As you can see, pretty smart allocation or positioning of your turrets so that you can use them for not only the first camp, the blue buff, but also then obviously moving on to that second camp too. So this guy's kind of power farming right now, and if you look at the minimap with our spectator wall hacks here, you can see that Gragas has done one camp, but that's about it. He's still on his second camp. To be fair, this guy's being very slow, but I mean, just look at it. Look at it. Oh, okay, he's doing a similar thing here, guys. So he's going to position his turrets so that he gets efficient use out of both his taking this chicken camp away and also taking away that red buff. Where the hell are we? What am I trying to do here? I don't know what I'm trying to do. It doesn't matter. So he gets his Q level 1, E at level 2. And basically, the secondary E gives a bit of AoE, which is nice. First item, by the way, obviously, that 100 times. He hasn't used a single potion yet. Yeah, and I'm just going to quickly tell you what runes this guy runs, because I know you're obviously going to be interested in that. But essentially, holy shit, he's got 4 camps dead, 2 minutes 52, compared to my jungler, who has 3 camps and is now recalling. So you can see this is like huge advantage to this Heimerdinger already. He's going to take the Scuttle Crab down too. Just, my god. I don't know, just my goodness. So for the runes on the old Heimerdinger jungle, you're going to want to go for let me get rid of this Shad Cam. Shad's not even here. He went downstairs. You're going to want to go for your for Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Ghost Poro, Ravenous Hunter, and secondary Celerity and Gathering Storm. So he's been spotted out by the Gragas here. The Predator's going down as well. Here he comes. Woo! This is a bit awkward right here already, as you can see. Getting a nice favorable trade off onto that Gragas. And he sees as well, most importantly here, the Gragas has no blue buff right now. So if Gragas has no blue buff, you've chunked him down to 20% health. This is a pretty smart play here, with the Heimerdinger just runs all the way down into this blue buff area. He can see that the Gragas is here, and now all the power is in Heimerdinger's hands to take this one away. Sadly, there's no smite for either of these two players here, but Heimerdinger, he's going to take away that blue buff. He's going to get Gragas ridiculously low, and that's going to be a first blood on the fadeaway chicken bone or whatever the hell is on this skin. Cool skin, by the way, and also screwing over the Aurelia in the process. So really, really strong stuff here. Really, like, this start is crazy. Just power farm through that jungle early. And I mean, he's kind of gifted this blue buff play a little bit here, but either way, like, just it's smart as well for him to have that awareness to do that, and just holy moly, just crazy stuff. All right, going back to farming the old jingle jangle here. I get a cheeky kill in that bot lane. I'm playing Blitzcrank, by the way. I'm not the Gragas this game. I'm the Blitzcrank. I get a nice kill into that bot lane because I'm OP at this champion. And here we go, just farming. Second Scuttle Crab for him, level 5. What's he going to do here? He sees a potential play onto the Aurelia here. Aurelia's level 5. That play previously is really screwing her over here as far as her experience goes. Blows her flash when Oriana reaches level 6, and Aurelia is still only level 5. That's not ideal. Moving into the enemy jungle. So this guy does play quite aggressive here. This guy has a 69% win rate on this champion. A very nice win rate. He's just like, he's getting it down onto the enemy jungle, putting some vision down. Just playing really aggressive in general, like kind of waiting for the Gragas here. Honestly, this guy is just, he knows his strength, and I think with the Heimerdinger, you'll see, whoops, Daisy, you'll see a bit later on. If you can get people to face check you, you can one-shot them. So he is kind of waiting around in that position. He knows he has the advantage over the Gragas this game, because Gragas has struggled a little bit in this early. And we'll just look at the experience here. Heimer is almost level 6, and the Gragas has just hit level 5. I was going to say level 4 there, but no, that's level 5. So he's about to level up onto this Gragas here, and there goes the blue buff, and he knows he's fit. He's got the timers on the minimap. He's got the vision. Look at him. He's just so aggressive here, just invading onto this Gragas. Like, he knows he can do it. Oh, there's the blast cone. There's the Gragas. All right. So Gragas is on the red buff here, around this area. We're going to get a nice kill into the bot lane, and we're going to see the Gragas around this area. So Heimerdinger is being really patient here. He's not setting up just yet. Not setting up just yet. But he's ready. Here we go. So forces the Gragas into the face check. Already that's going to be a crazy amount of damage. It's like a third of Gragas' health here. And now it all comes down to... I mean, to be fair, I think Heimer's missed his window a little bit here. He hasn't set up properly. And especially when we're going to be rotating in on this one. It's a really good shockwave there. Lots of damage coming through. Aurelia's already dead. Gragas is almost dead as well. But here I am with a cheeky flash fart. Or more specifically, it was a fart flash. Not going to give the kill over to anyone. I mean, I wanted to, but you know, Jin's too far away, and Gragas will probably die. So a bit over eager on that one. They do still get a kill, so it's only a 1 for 2, but still good for us, not good for the Heimerdinger jungle. He just took a little bit too much time, and again, he's doing this thing where he's using his turrets to get 2 camps at once. Now this blue buff has just respawned. He took it away the first time. He got the perfect timing on it. It died maybe, yeah, it respawned maybe 10 seconds ago, so he's going to go checking in here. See if he can do something. There's the control ward. Start it up, stacking those turrets here. Here's his items, by the way. Rushing that running kick. Oh no, Gragas. You can't do that, buddy. You can't do that. He needs to put more respect on the Heimerdinger's name here. Holy moly. Yeah, that's just a pure one-shot coming through from Heimerdinger. I mean, if you land that stun, you got your W. Oh my god. Insane stuff. Cheeky little split push here. Putting pressure onto the bot sides. Well, I mean, yeah, whatever, it's all good. Heimer, mate, you're not in the bush. This guy's so aggressive. He spends more time in the enemy jungle than in his. I think when you're playing jungle, this is the best way to win. Just like this kind of play style, just where if you are ahead, you really want to be sitting in the enemy jungle. I don't do this enough. Like if you guys watch me play, I really don't do this enough at all. I very much just kind of default back into my own jungle. I do not go into the enemy jungle that much, and it's honestly a mistake because you're. I mean, if you compare what Gragas is able to do this game compared to Heimerdinger, I mean, this Heimerdinger is much more useful. The only change, obviously, is going to be the fact that Gragas is more useful in teamfights in general. Whoops, daisy. So, we'll see how that one plays out. But so far, 4 kills onto the Heimerdinger. He's level 8. Let's see what's going to happen here. I mean, that's a questionable position by the team here. But that's okay. Let's run away from this one. Heimer is still squishy. So, this is one of the upsides for me. As the Blitzcrank on the enemy team here, playing into the Heimerdinger. He is squishy. If we can catch him, he is going to be a relatively easy kill. But either way, another pink ward here to serve his purposes of making an aggressive play. Like, he put a pink ward down in this bush when he went in to go for this red buff play. He put a pink ward down in this bush when he went in to go for the blue buff play. And he's put another pink ward down onto the dragon here. Now that he's looking to go for this one as well. So don't forget your pink wards, fellas. This guy's bought 3 of them already. They've all worked pretty well for him. Just good stuff. Good stuff. What is he doing? Oh, the red buff is respawning here. Okay, so they're looking for another invade right now. Gragas is spotting this one out. Gragas is learning now. He's adapting. He's adapting. He knows that he has to contest his buffs quite frequently here, which he doesn't like doing. So he's going to get to his buffs on time here early so that he can go for that potential contest. And I don't know what this play is, honestly. This is the worst time to go aggressive in that mid lane. Just I mean, we know they're there. Gragas saw them. Just some not smart stuff, but either way, guess we'll get a kill. Oh, look at that. I'm getting another kill in the bot lane. My grabs are on point, by the way. Look how many. I'm 3-0 and 4, guys. I'm 3-0 and 4. Did he actually put his... He put his turrets... He put 2 turrets down here. And then he used the blast cone and puts the third one down. That's actually really smart. Because if he puts the turrets down in the pit here, the turrets are immediately going to start attacking the scuttle crab, so he's not going to get the same kind of setup that he wants. So it's actually really smart. Another objective going down to this Heimerdinger here. 6-1-0. Securing dragons, securing Rift Heralds here. Good stuff. Oh, here comes the Rift Herald. Okay, so he sees there are 2 people down in this bot side. I am check. What? I don't know what that was. No one saw that. I'm check. Only I can have like 100% hit ratio on my Q and miss my E somehow. But I mean, he sees people in the bot side. He sees people in the top side. Let's put this Herald down here. Aurelia is inting this game away. It's a real shame. Like, I mean, not to flame Aurelia or anything like that. But when we were playing this game, played this one yesterday, I believe. Bam! He's dead. Playing this one yesterday. It's Aurelia was constantly complaining to Gragas like how she needs ganks, blah blah blah. And it's just like she was dying all the time. It's so hard to help lanes like this. She's just dying over and over and over and over. And yeah, just constantly complaining that she needed help, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, you're just the awareness is just not there at all. You know, not like self-awareness of what she's asking, but also just map awareness, and she has some really bad deaths. But you know. Basically, my point here is not just to flame this girl here. It's mostly just like, chances are, if you're complaining that you're not getting enough jungle help, there's always things you can look for. Before you even want to open up about teammates or anything like that, there's always things. When you look back at it on reflection, you will see way more mistakes than you'll see like in the heat of the moment when you're actually playing the game. I can guarantee you, Aurelia probably feels like she wasn't making that many mistakes at all. But if she were to watch this game back, she would see it. Alright, more farming, boys. 7-2-0 right now. Going for that Macon second item. Pretty standard for any kind of AP carry style jungler. To get that Morello second, it gives you nice stats in general. Some health, some AP, a bit of that penetration too. So you can't go wrong picking up the Morello second. And 4 stacks of this dance. He just died, so sadly he's missed a few of those. Was even going to give the blue buff over to his mid lane here. That's very kind of him. Very kind of him. Alright, let's see what's happening here. He's running down to bot side here. Looking to pick up the Gragas. I might get out of it actually. I'm running down as well. I see this. I want to start this one. Jin's gonna fire off with that curtain call. I remember that one. Yo, look at this one. Look at this one. Oh, I tried so hard. I tried so hard. Here I come. Here I come. Look at this. In slow-mo. In slow-mo. There's the lantern. Stop him! Ah! I mean, it doesn't even look close in slow-mo. I can tell. I can promise you, when that's all going down at full speed, I was like, oh, I can do it. But it was not to be. Now, Aurelia is dead again in this top side this time, so she lane swapped and she's still dying. Not ideal. Bit of a leaky one there. But this Heimerdinger, mate, he's making it happen. Finish off that Morello's. Next item, I imagine, is going to be the Zonya. I don't know for sure what this guy is going to go. We'll see. But Heimerdinger with Zonya's, it's honestly like a really, really good combo. Because what it means is you can put your ultimate down with your Q, with your turret. And then you pop your Zonya's, and while you're in Zonya's, you get like that 3 seconds of your mega turret just like blasting people downhill. So on the dragon spawn, we're going to get a Heimerdinger sitting in that pit, putting those turrets down, getting that infernal dragon. So even if we do come to contest this one, we're going to be too late to actually pick up the dragon, even though we do go for 2 for 1 in that play. I die, but it's alright, we kill Lucian and Thresh. Honestly, we're actually in a decent position. If you take a look at the players in this game, Heimerdinger has done really well in this lane phase. His team isn't doing so well. That was so close. his team isn't doing that well. You know, this Riven is struggling a little bit. She's struggling against the Malphite. Orianna is... I mean, just look at the scores. His bot lane specifically is not doing well. But the thing is, he still has his win conditions because our mid laner is really having an off game here. I mean, I looked it up and she has 22% win rate on Aurelia, so not really an off game. Whatever. Our mid laner is a weak point. But this is the thing, right? He's put a lot of pressure onto the Gragas. Gragas has done a decent job coming back into the game, playing around the bot side especially. But at this point, what he should be afraid of, what Heimerdinger should be afraid of, and the red team in general, is our ability to wombo combo them with the Malphite and the Gragas. And just, you know, slap that down with Aurelia too. We have a pretty good wombo combo, honestly. So, outside of that though, he's pretty good. You know, his Riven is going to have a really strong split push. As the game goes on, it's going to be hard to match Riven in that split push. Malphite has beaten her in lane, but she's just going to keep picking up speed, and Malphite's going to slowly kind of struggle there. Even if he gets a bit more armor, she picks up that back cleaver. At least the kill potential from Malphite onto Riven is going to be heavily diminished as the game goes on. So it's going to be one of those situations where as long as you can avoid a Malphite ulti, you know, you should win these team fights. This right here is where I believe I make a pretty big mistake. I actually get a sick, like, mad life. It's not really mad life, but defying all odds, we'll put it that way. I thread the needle. But sadly, that is really not a good idea. Let me rewind this one here, because this is like, it's pretty, this is just like, steady on Foxy. So like, you look in this position here. We have Gragas on the side. I've got Jhin here. We can kind of see what's going down. And I'm just like, go for it. But then as I hook Lucian, Thresh comes out of nowhere. We see Riven's here as well. Gragas has his ulti. Doesn't want to use it, but still, it's like... That looks like it's going to be a 3v3, which turns into a 4v3. So... Yeah. Problem is here now. This gives them the Baron, really, so... I've had a really good game up until this point. But sadly now, this is going to be really problematic for us as they look to turn onto the Baron. And it's going to need a big ulti from Malphite. Also coming out of Gragas and really just steal this one away. It's possible though. That's a decent attempt. It's a decent attempt. It's a good Malphite ulti. Gragas does get in here. But sadly, it's not to be. And they also pick up the Baron. So that one really sucks. Really sucks. Speed through here. Because now at this point, I mean, these guys are in control of this game. Again, wombo combo is what we're looking for, what the blue team's looking for. And outside of that, red team's trying to make sure they're avoiding those. So they have the Baron buff here. If they push down this mid lane, this is actually where they need to be really careful. Because what you want to do, if you need to avoid hard engage, you need to ward and protect your flanks. And these guys have not warded or protected their flanks here. They're pushing up, and this is what's going to happen. It's a pretty clean wombo, honestly. Fart Flash, Malphite presses R. Gragas gets in, does the same thing. Aurelia's ulti too. And that pretty much breaks their siege, and also with their Baron buff makes it pretty good for us. Now they're sort of overstaying this top side here as well. Now, Gragas, I don't know what that was. You don't have the ultimate either. That was something. But I mean, this is just not good. Hideous initiation to this one. Jin's positioning left a lot to be desired as well, and we'll just kind of come in one by one, which really sucks, honestly. I think, considering in the end there are 5 of us here and there's only 2 on the enemy team, this actually could have worked pretty well for us. But what actually happens here is we kind of end up going a little bit separated, and fortunately it's only a 3 for 2 in the end in their favor. That's not good when it's a 5v2 play, so not ideal. Bit of hesitation there on the dedication. Some people wanted to go for it, some people didn't. This is why I always say, like, the best thing to do in solo queue doesn't necessarily matter what your decision is and what the optimal decision is. In general, from a strategy point of view, it's just doing the same thing, being on the same page with your team. cheeky little grab. My post-mortem grab there to catch Lucian out of position. He's going to go down. As is the old Heimerdinger. Really needs to run for the hills as we are doing the dragon. So this is good. Aurora just needs to buy time right now. Just buy some time. That's fine. We'll get the Infernal. Good stuff. So actually, all in all, not too bad. Not too bad there. That is, what, 3 kills? Probably 4 kills in total there. Jim probably died right at the beginning of that fight. Even if we lose some kills, we get the dragon. Actually, didn't know. Jin didn't die. Alright, nice. So 3 for 2. Plus we get Infernal. That's fine. We'll take that. We will take that. Alright. A bit of a comeback here. I die defending a tower, which I don't end up defending anyway. And then Jin dies and so does Malphite. So there are now 2 or 3 people dead here. So they're going to push in the bot side, push in the mid. I mean, this is just solo queue in a nutshell, right? Like, win conditions or strategies are all well and good, and you can kind of see, especially with our team comp, as being like strength and stuff like that. He's actually on Riley's 3rd item. He's generally gone Riley's 3rd item. That's crazy. It works off his turrets as well. His turrets just put down perms, so it's pretty scary. But you can see, with as far as win conditions is concerned, our 1-row combo with our Malphite, that kind of stuff is really pretty strong. And it's something we've used a little bit. But at the same time, we just fell so far behind in the lane phase, especially with the Eradicate. We fell so far behind in that lane phase. We have no split push contest because of that reason. And we're still just a little bit far behind. And then outside of that, all the enemy team needs to do is just not group up without having... just avoid the Malphite ulti, which they've not really been able to do too well. But the biggest plays in this game just come out because of being out of position. Or just getting picks in general. When I lost our team the Baron because I went for the aggressive play, same thing. You know, I had nothing to do with team comps. It's just that it was a bad play. Right there, we lose 2 inhibitors because we just overstayed and died in the bot side here. There's just loads of little things like that, you know, and this is it for solo queues. Why I feel like people who tilt due to things like draft and that kind of stuff, I don't put much stock in the draft in general in solo queue because I feel like it's really unimportant. Because all that matters is just how you play. If you play well, you'll get the W's. If not, you won't. So here's my opportunity here. I see Thresh is pretty out of position compared to his team. Maybe we can collapse on him. However, I'm a little bit too far forward compared to my team. I'm not able to pick him out of position, and we're going to die. And that's basically going to be the game. So again, I go for an aggressive play. It doesn't work out. Honestly, though, I feel like in this instance, I forgive myself slightly because I think if we don't try and get a grab there, I feel like that was a decent-ish opportunity to actually kill someone because he is put out of position. It's bad because we're not together. That's still a mistake by me. But it's like, if we don't make something happen there, they'll get the Baron. We'll just lose the game slowly anyway. So there it is. There's the game. And there was the Heimerdinger jungle. Really effective in this game, honestly, especially in that early game. Just it was huge. He did really good to secure objectives as the game went on as well. And just some small mechanics there that I think really worth highlighting are the triple stacking of the turrets, especially in your early clear, so that you can use the same set of turrets to take 2 camps. He did it at the blue buff. He did it over here at the blue buff. He did it over here at the red buff. Then he did it at stacking turrets in preparation for dragon spawns, and stacking turrets on the blast card in preparation to knock it over to go for the herald. These things, they're all little things, but they all worked out really well. And yeah, just a really well played by Heimerdinger. And just a good stuff. Yeah, whatever. Heimerdinger jungle. Crazy shit. Either way, I'm out of here. This is a diamond game, by the way. I am diamond 3. And this guy was diamond... He is diamond 4, 93 LP with a 69% win rate. So, I don't know how that works. How do you have a 69% win rate on something? Which is Heimerdinger jungle. He doesn't play it elsewhere, by the way. I don't really understand this guy. This guy, sorry. He's played... Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. 69%. Nice number. Diamond Heimerdinger jungle. If you want to play it yourself, it can work, but it's definitely unique, but it can work. And there it is. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check thumbs up if you like. Subscribe to me for more. Flick my bell as well so you can see when notifications of when I am uploading my videos in the future. You guys are awesome. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next. video.